Welcome to BitterBuzz. Today we're going to talk some more about dragons. We're looking at the bourbon barrel-aged golden ale from Dragon's Milk. This 11% brew is called Tales of Gold. The question that I would like to ask is, what is a golden ale? And yes, it is an ale that is golden. You can also call it a blonde ale, which might be a little bit more familiar to most of us. And it is characterized by more of a malty and hoppy flavor profile, but not too hoppy, between 15 to 25 IBUs. You might have noticed that I have a time turner with me. And yes, we're gonna go back in time. The 18th century, where this brew was also called the dinner ale or the sparkling ale. Now a little bit back to World War I, where lighter beer was also higher in demand due to workers needing to focus on creating all this ammunition for the war. So it makes sense that they didn't want their workers to be drunk. However, with this 11% brew, I am pretty sure that I'm going to feel something, and I do not want to touch anything or be responsible of anything mechanical, especially if my country would depend on it. Let's go to the present. We're stuck. A nice little foam head, fairly bubbly. The appearance is slightly cloudy and more of a caramel orange color, like a reddish golden sunset. I've never said that before, but let's have a sniff. Burnt toast. Definitely burnt toast. Burnt toast with honey, that's what I'm getting. Melted butter and a bit of honey on it. Absolutely delicious. Something caramel, something slightly burned. So let's see if it disappoints or not. Let's try it. Cheers. Ooh. That is sweet. That is overpowering, overwhelmingly sweet. A burnt toast with butter and lots of honey. I swear, this is it. It's like candy. No, it's better. There's definitely caramel in there. There's definitely some vanilla in there. Definitely an overwhelming amount of honey, creamy like butter. To the extent that if you have too much, you're gonna get nauseous. This is dangerous, I can tell you. It's fairly smooth, it's fairly creamy, and overwhelmingly sweet. It's slightly boozy, maybe a bit of that like barrel woodiness, like that oakiness where there's something wood-like on my tongue if you were to lick wood. And the more that I drink it, the more of a texture I get in my mouth. And sure, I can feel a little bit of the warmth traveling down, not as much with the barrel-aged stout that I tried from Dragon's Milk. It's more subtle, this one. Subtle in a sense where maybe you won't expect the alcohol because it's so sweet. But it's crazy, yeah, it's as if someone put like butter in there. Oh, and another thing that's dangerous is that if you're lactose intolerant, because this is made with milk sugar to give it that sweetness, to give it that smoothness. Should we travel back in time again? I think it's time to talk about the tales of gold, now that we've experienced some of it. The myths of treasure. Guarded by a dragon have fanned the flames of adventure for generations. Only the bravest and boldest would seek these riches, for they know the reward would outweigh the risk. And indeed, I feel like an adventurer, a knight back in those faraway lands, because I have suffered. I have first-handedly tried the previous Dragon's Milk. I wouldn't say conquered, but I lived, and here I am yet again trying the tales of gold, of burnt toast, butter and honey. What a story, Mark. And no one has told me this, but going back in time all the time is exhausting. Oh, it kind of looks like the market cane. What does that mean? It's been a while since I've seen Supernatural. I am so buzzed. I'm here to sum this up before I can't even speak. Although I wouldn't say it's a bitter buzz, I concur that it's definitely a buzz. So if you're more into a sweet explosion, something a little bit burnt roasted toast, sweetness of honey and caramel, hints of vanilla, and just like drenched in like melted butter that gives the creaminess. Have this drink or have a toast. I wonder if I were in a fantasy book, what type of character I would play. Would I be a knight? Would I be a princess? Or would I be the town's drunk? Cheers and thanks for watching.